There are several words that rub me the wrong way.
They bug me because they're not usable in normal conversation.
Or they're stilted to exclude certain people.
The way people use inflection to put you down.
Even worse than having a word put you down. It's a word that tries to lift you up to a place you are incapable of going to.
Take the word homeland.
Before 9/11, hardly anyone said the word.
Or sang it for that matter.
I had heard fatherland spoken in reference to Germany.
Or motherland, referring to Russia.
My grandparents said old country when they were talking about their homeland.
But they've never actually used the word homeland.
So maybe the authors of the Homeland Security Act were trying to tell us something.
That we're protecting a way of life we'll never get back to. Recently, the wordsmiths at ESPN and their counterparts have gotten high and mighty with the use of this traditional baseball term.
Runs batted in.
RBIs.
It tells baseball fans how many runs your favorite player knocked in.
A growing number of sports gurus don't call them RBIs or ribbies, as baseball fans have for over a century.
They get all grammatically cool.
Instead of saying Willie Mays had 1,903 RBIs,
they say he had 1,903 RBI.
Freak me out.
That sounds totally awkward, and Willie Mays was anything but.
You got that right.
Know who else? Yogi.
Sat behind the plate for 19 years. Got 1,430 ribbies.
And he earned every one of them.
But to say 1,430 RBI?
Wow. What? What? No.
No. No.
Oh my God. Don't think so.
Dived. That's another word that needs to be dumped into the fracas. Saying that a bunch of 300-pound men wearing helmets and shoulder pads dived for a ball.
Oh, man.
That's like saying a bulldozer nudged a ton of dirt into a dump truck.
Hello, the word is dove.
The behemoths dove into the pile.
The dog dove into the water.
The runner dove
back into first.
The kids dove into the pizza.
Maybe if you were speaking formally, you could say something like,
President Bush dived into Iraq without a clue as to what he was doing.
Is this a weird word or what?
Key.
Gion?
Every time I read it, I have to stop and try to pronounce it. Big waste of time.
I know what the writer is trying to say.
Why not just come out and say it?
And now, of course, it's a car.
When I asked, how do you pronounce the name of this car?
The saleswoman looked put out and said,
"Whip-de-doo."
Scion.
Like everyone knew.
You. Ne. La. Ter.
Oh, unilateral. That's another pissant word.
It's a smart-sounding word that elected officials like to use when they need to delude the average Joe.
Wow.
while the country was trying to figure out what a unilateral action was.
Poof! There we were, with another Iraq attack.
Delude. May I have the definition, please?
Delude, a spiffy word that means mislead, deceive, fool, trick, dupe, hoodwink, or generally lead on, lie, sucker, or snooker.
You know, pull the wool over someone's eyes, lead 'em up the garden path.
If you've heard the Donald, then you know exactly what I mean.
Exactly.
Finally, I'm tired of hearing every politician, pundit, editorialist, newscaster, and interviewer lump me into that all-too-cozy phrase, the American people.
The American people?
Sounds like we went on a weekend retreat. And now we all think exactly the same.
That's a crock.
I, for one, would prefer being called a plain old citizen.
Even better. And independently thinking, and sometimes irritated citizen.
Who is tired of our country constantly clamoring for another war?
Yeah, that's another word I don't like.
Exactly.
Why not just come out and say it?
RBI.